G'day guys, or welcome to another layout. This layout is one from this year. So this is some of my Christmas fun from these school holidays. Taylor decided this year that instead of doing a gingerbread house, we were going to do a Kit Kat house. And so she took herself off and the girls had a blast creating a Kit Kat house. And they absolutely loved it. I'm sure they enjoyed making it as much as eating it. So I decided that I was going to use 8 photos in succession and have it all on one layout. Because sometimes, sometimes it's about the photos and it's not about the art, if that makes sense. I know 99% of my pages are about the art as well. But I decided to go around the edges of all these pieces of wood. I've used you can see it sitting there, the 6x6 paper pad called Lumberjack. And I think it's called Lumberjack. And it's by Carter, is it Carter Ballot? No, Echo Park Paper Co. And it is the Let's Lumberjack 6x6 paper pad. I love this paper pad. This is the first time I've used some of it. I'm actually hoarding it because I love it. Oh, it's insane. Why do we do that? Why do we hoard stuff all the time? Anyway, look, while I was doing this video, I've got to tell you, I was watching a movie called Leave the World Behind. It's a new Julia Roberts one. It's #1 on Netflix at the moment. I've got to say, I was left disappointed. Have you watched it? Let me know in the description below. Were you disappointed? Were you excited? Did it work for you? Did it I wouldn't say it's a thriller. It's a thriller, kind of. I don't know. I just think it was what do they put it under? Hang on a sec. Let me have a look. They put it under the category drama movies and thriller movies. It is so not I don't think it was a thriller at all. And the end of it was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Look, I got to tell you, just squirrel for a second. I used to manage for Blockbuster Video, so I've seen a lot of movies. Okay, a lot of movies. We used to have to watch 7 movies a week. It was insane. But I just have to tell you, it was one of those things that taught me what I like and what I dislike in a movie. And the ending, if it's left hanging or if it's left, I won't wreck it for anybody who wants to watch it. But if it makes you go, huh, at the end of the movie, that to me is a dud. So I love me some Julia Roberts. Ethan Hawke, he did pretty good in it too. But nah. Wasn't for me. Didn't work for me. Nah. So I was watching that while I was putting all these little Kit Kat pieces down. Like I'm using air quotes as I say that. These are my wood Kit Kat bits. And they're not supposed to be all the same. They're supposed to be sort of wonky donkey. That's what I'm trying to create. I think I'm doing it well. Am I correct? So I went along the edges with the ink, and then I realized probably up to about here, maybe a couple of steps further, I realized, you know what? Why did I go around the edges with everything with the brown? I used ground espresso just in case anyone's curious. But in the end, it made no difference, and all it did was add time to creating the layout rather than just getting in and doing it. So that's just me. So I did that, and this one is going up on the 23rd of December. So we are getting super close to Christmas. Hope everyone is organised. Hope everyone has their food, their ham, their chicken, their turkey, their whatever. What do you have? What's your Christmas lunch? Here in Australia, it's a bit cliche, but a lot of people have seafood for Christmas. We do 2 things because my stepmother is from an English background. So my nan's English, and we have always had a hot lunch with ham and pork and all that sort of stuff. We've always done that, but we also celebrate our extended family Christmas. We have, I think, a week or two before Christmas Day, and then we sort of get together on Christmas Day for 5 minutes, and then we sort of disperse to our second families, and that's what we normally do. So this year, I think we're doing ham. Well, by the time this video goes up, I'll know, but we're doing ham, we're doing salads, we're doing potato bake, we're doing all that sort of fun stuff. This year, we're going to be doing some more barbecue cooking outside because I love Barbies. Okay, this is where I realised what I was doing. I pulled out my TCW light and fluffy modelling paste, and I was going to put it into this bottle, then realised, what am I doing? This isn't even a liquid. So I pulled out an old Snaplock bag that some product came in, and I squished it down the bottom, and I'm essentially treating this like icing. So because this bag is sealed, it's not ruining what's in there. And then I just used a small hand, a tight hand, an icing hand, and I treated it just like a royal icing. Now, not everyone knows how to use royal icing, but I also do cakes and wedding cakes and stuff like that. Well, I did. I don't do it much anymore. But, so that's what I'm doing. I am just using white chocolate in between, or royal icing in between my wood pieces. So it turned out really good. Now, the reason I sort of kicked myself with the brown is because the yellow came through. Now, initially, I thought that was a bummer. I'm like, no, what did I do? But then I realized, you know what? That's actually a blessing in disguise, because it slightly makes the white texture paste, it takes it sort of to a yellow tone, like a slightly creamier tone, which is actually much closer to the white Kit Kats. So I would love to sit here and say to you guys, I planned it like that. I'm a genius. Check it out. I got the right color. I got everything happening. That would be lying. I didn't. It was just one of those moments that just went, that worked. Worked better than I thought. Couldn't have planned it that way if I tried. So I was going to leave that white space there, but it was too white. So I just used my watercolor brush and a little bit of the ground espresso, and I needed to dry it so it didn't warp and go ridiculous. But I actually have this particular brush I've got to throw out. It's chocked full of glitter or mica powder or something. I don't know what it is, but I can't get it out. And every time I use it on a layout, it gets glitter whether it wants it or not. This particular page did not require glitter. So these are some thickers that I bought not long ago. They're called Rockabye, and they're really pretty, but they're that damn foam. Every time I use foam stickers, the little mini ones that Paige Evans bought out, the little white ones with the blue, so you get a full sheet of white and a full sheet of blue, those ones, not a problem. They're the right size, they're the right chunkiness, and they don't go all over the place. But these ones, they're really pretty, but they pull and they don't go back down perfectly flat the way they should, like in their shape. They don't hold their shape well. That's what I'm trying to say. And that's what bugs me with foam thickers. So that's why I don't buy them very much. To be honest, I actually thought these were cardstock ones, but you live and you learn, and I'm going to use them anyway. So now I did put these down, and I realized that the white chocolate, the royal icing, is going to distort the daylights out of my letters. So I come in here with my, it's a it's a craft knife, X-Acto knife. It's a blade. It's a, like, call it what you want. I don't even know. It's a El Cheapo one. And I just trimmed the white icing bit, chocolate bit, and just so my letters could sit flatter on the page. And oh my lord, we have got a storm bird, and I know we're going to hear it for the entire time this cyclone sits off our coast. Hopefully by the time this video goes up, the cyclone has been gone. No flooding, no damage, no nothing. Let's hope. Especially for all my people up in North Queensland. So it's going to be... So I ended up going over the icing / royal icing chocolate bit. I went over it with just with a very light hand, just to take... It was too polarizing being white and brown. Like, it just didn't quite look right. But I wanted to use up, on this layout, I have got all these enamel dots. I don't use them anymore. Very, very rarely do I ever use these things. But I knew when I started this layout, I wanted to try and use them as essentially like the lollies that were going on top of the house. So I did manage to use up a whole bunch of them. I've got a stack of them there. And I just prefer the liquid pearls. I prefer the liquid or the little bits of bling that I buy, you know, the flat back pearls, or where I can add the adhesive myself, because these ones, my big giant clunky fingers, I can never get them down. Some people lift them up and put them down so easily and it looks so elegant. Me, I look like I've got 7 thumbs and no fingers, and I can't get them to just stick down properly. It's just, oh, it's annoying. I think it's just the dexterity in my fingers these days, but they look really cute all over the page. And this is my thing when I say to you guys, just take 2 more steps. It's only paper. It's not the end of the world. And just take 2 more steps. This is what I'm saying. A few of these dots looked good, but lots of these dots looks even better. So I absolutely love how it turned out in the end. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed this layout. It was a fun one for me, to be honest. It was simple, it was fun, and I got to use up some products out of my collection that I don't use anymore. So here's the close-up for you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave me a comment, all that fun stuff. Let me know, are you ready for Christmas? Are you all signed, sealed, and delivered, if everyone knows what I'm talking about? And yeah, I've got all my socials in the description below, along with my Buy Me a Coffee link, in case anyone would like to help out in purchasing some more product for 2024. I genuinely appreciate each and every one of you guys, and I hope you have an amazing Christmas, and I will be back with another video tomorrow. Bye for now.